Today, I am bringing you one of the most shocking, unbelievable, mind-blowing coin stories ever to hit the world of United States coins in circulation. I am talking about the lucky Jefferson nickel from the year 2021 with the Denver Mint Mark D. A simple, plain-looking 5-cent coin that most people ignore, a coin that usually passes through millions of hands every day without anybody noticing. But this ordinary-looking nickel has a hidden secret that has stunned collectors around the world. A secret that has pushed the value of this coin from just 5 cents all the way up to the unbelievable current market value of $7,663,000. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that can turn its finder into a millionaire overnight. So sit back and listen carefully, because this is not just a video. This is a warning, a heads up, a wake-up call for every viewer. You might be holding this coin right now in your change jar, in your pocket, in your kitchen drawer, in your old coin box, even lying inside your car. And if you have it, your entire life can change in one single moment. Let me take you step by step into the mystery of the 2021 D Lucky Jefferson nickel. First, let me tell you why this coin has created a storm. Most circulating coins have minor value unless they have big errors. But in 2021, something extraordinary happened. A very tiny number of Denver minted nickels left the mint with an ultra-rare combination of striking flaws, die stress, pressure distortions, planchet warping, and a hidden doubling pattern that was not supposed to exist. When these rare coins began surfacing in 2023 and 2024, collectors could not believe what they were seeing. At first, they thought it was a single freak accident. But after more examinations, the coin world realized that a very microscopic number of these coins were minted accidentally and quietly slipped into regular circulation. Nobody knows the exact number, but experts believe it might be under 20 known pieces in total. And that rarity alone makes this coin a monster in the collector market. Now let me guide you through the details that make this nickel so special. Imagine you flip the coin in your hand, and at first everything looks normal. The portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the mint mark D on the right side, the date reading 2021. But when you look closer, that is when the magic appears. The jawline has a faint shadow trace that collectors believe is a form of hidden doubling caused by turbulence during the striking process. The motto on the left has a stretched look that almost appears like a ghost image behind the lettering. Even more shocking, the reverse side shows slight misalignment that is so rare and so perfectly placed that it almost looks intentional. This combination of tiny error elements is what makes the Lucky Jefferson nickel so unbelievably valuable. But here is where the story becomes even more crazy. The first time one of these coins was discovered, the finder was an ordinary man who received it in change at a gas station. He did not know what it was. He almost spent it again until he noticed something strange about the letters. He went home, did a bit of research, contacted a coin dealer, and boom. His life changed. That one coin sold for a massive fortune. And ever since that event, collectors have been hunting night and day, searching rolls, bags, jars, cash registers, bank boxes, anywhere they can. Because the possibility that one more of these ultra-rare 2021 D Lucky nickels is still out there is enough to create a frenzy. And that is exactly why you must check every single coin you touch. Do not ignore your nickels. Do not skip through your change. You never know what your hands are holding. The coin you think is just 5 cents might be worth more than a luxury home, more than a sports car, more than many people make in their entire lifetime. This is why the current market value of this ultra-rare 2021 D Jefferson nickel has skyrocketed to $7,663,000. And the value keeps rising because collectors fear that no more pieces will ever appear. The more the fear increases, the higher the price climbs. That is the crazy part of this coin world. Rarity creates demand, and demand creates insane value. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine waking up one morning, picking up your loose change, seeing a strange-looking nickel, sending a picture to a coin expert, and that expert telling you that the coin in your hand can make you a millionaire instantly. Imagine the shock, the excitement, the disbelief, the rush of adrenaline, the feeling that your life has changed forever. That is exactly what this coin has the power to do. The Lucky Jefferson Nickel 2021D is not just a coin. It is a dream, a miracle, a life-changing opportunity waiting to be discovered by someone who takes the time to check. So let this be your motivation. Let this be your reminder. Search your change. Search your drawers. Check your wallet. Ask your family members if they have old change lying around. Check your car cup holders. Look through your workplace cash box if allowed. Visit your bank and order rolls of nickels. Hunt through them with patience. Because all it takes is one coin, one rare piece, one unbelievable stroke of luck. The difference between ordinary life and millionaire life might be hiding in a handful of coins. Collectors around the world are watching this coin closely. Every time a new example appears, the price jumps higher. Every time a sale happens, the news spreads like wildfire. Every time someone finds one, thousands rush to search again. And the mystery of how many of these ultra-rare nickels still exist in circulation keeps the market boiling with excitement. As we reach the final part of this video, I want you to understand this. Opportunities like this do not come often. Coins like this do not appear every year. Sometimes it takes decades. And sometimes it only takes one moment of attention to change your destiny. The Lucky Jefferson Nickel 2021D 5-cent coin is that opportunity. Its value, its rarity, its story, and its impact have made it one of the most jaw-dropping discoveries in modern coin history. This is why you must stay alert. This is why you must search. This is why you must keep every nickel aside until you examine it carefully. Your millionaire moment might be waiting in your hand. Episode where ordinary pocket change turns into extraordinary treasure. Today's story is going to hit you like lightning, because we are talking about a coin that most people ignore every single day. A small 5-cent piece. A simple Jefferson nickel. But not just any nickel. This is the 1985 D Jefferson nickel that shocked the entire numismatic world with an unbelievable recorded market value of $933,000 in a private collector transaction. Yes, you heard me right. A coin worth 5 cents turning somebody into a near overnight millionaire. So sit tight, hold your breath, and listen carefully, because this could be the video that changes your life. You may already have this coin sitting in your drawer, in your car, in your old jars, or maybe even right now in your pocket. And after today, you will never look at a nickel the same way again. Let's begin the story. Imagine you walk into a small antique shop, nothing too fancy, dust in the air, shelves full of old memories. You dig through a bowl of random coins priced at face value. Your eyes land on a dull-looking Jefferson nickel. A little worn, a little aged. But something feels different. Something calls out. The date reads 1985. A tiny D rests near the Monticello. Most people would shrug and move on. But not you. You pick it up, pay a few cents, and walk out with what looks like pocket change. Little do you know, that tiny coin is about to turn into a life-changing fortune. The reason the 1985 D nickel is so special is because of an extremely rare combination of minting factors. In that year, Denver produced millions of nickels, but only a microscopic handful came out with stunning sharp details, full steps, flawless surfaces, and a strike so crisp that even professional graders were left speechless. These kinds of ultra-gem high-grade examples are almost impossible to find today. Most nickels from the 80s stayed in circulation for decades and were scratched, beaten, dented, and damaged until their value became nothing more than 5 cents. But the rare survivors, the flawless ones, the untouched ones, the hidden treasures, are where the magic happens. Now let's talk about that unbelievable price tag. A legendary collector, known for chasing perfection, reportedly paid $933,000 for a certified pristine grade piece. That sale became a myth in the coin collecting world. Stories spread like wildfire. Treasure hunters all over the country began tearing open old rolls, checking family jars, and searching through decades of change hoping to find the same miracle. And yes, some rare high-grade examples have already been found in circulation. That means your chance is still alive. Imagine the moment you sit on your couch at home and dump out a handful of coins. Your eyes move from one coin to the next until you see it. That same bold 1985, that same tiny D mint mark. Suddenly your heart starts racing. Your hands shake. Because in that moment you realize this could be the one. This could be the treasure you have been waiting for. This could be the nickel that changes your destiny. But how do you know what to look for? First, check the strike. The surfaces should look sharp, clean, and almost untouched by time. Then look for the steps on Monticello. Collectors call it full steps. This means you can see each separate step clearly without merging together. If those steps are bold and complete, you are holding a rare masterpiece. Then look for any unusual shine, luster, or mint brilliance. Gems from this year are known for glowing like silver in the light. That shine alone can turn a normal nickel into a premium treasure. Next, you need to inspect the fields. Are they smooth? Do they have no scratches? No dings? No dents? The cleaner the coin, the higher the grade, the higher the value. A normal circulated example is worth 5 cents. A nice sharp example might bring a few dollars. But the ultra gem flawless examples, the kind that graders put in elite slabs, are the ones that break records. Those are the ones that collectors battle for. Those are the coins that rise into the hundreds of thousands. Picture the moment you send your coin for grading. Days pass. You wait anxiously, checking your email over and over. Finally, the results arrive. You open it, and boom, the unbelievable news hits you. Your 5-cent coin has just been certified at an ultra-high grade. Suddenly, the value skyrockets. And just like that, your life is transformed. You become the holder of a coin worth more than houses, cars, and entire savings accounts. A 5-cent coin turning you into a near overnight success story. This is not just about money. This is about the thrill of discovery, the excitement of the hunt, the hope that somewhere in your everyday change hides a fortune waiting to be found. And the 1985 D. Jefferson nickel is one of those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. Not everyone finds one, but those who do never forget the moment their world changes. So now the question is simple. Do you want to take your chance? Do you want to search your change? Your jars, your pockets, your wallets, your old piggy banks, maybe even your grandparents' savings boxes. Because the amazing truth is this coin is still in circulation. Yes, circulating right now, moving from hand to hand, waiting for someone who knows what to look for. I want you to think about this. Every amazing discovery starts with one moment of curiosity, one moment of taking action, one moment of saying, "Let me check." That decision is what separates dreamers from finders. The 1985 D nickel is proof that treasure still exists. Proof that ordinary people can find extraordinary value. Proof that luck and knowledge can collide to create unbelievable fortune. So as you finish this video, I challenge you. Start searching. Start looking. Start believing. Because your lucky nickel might be out there right now, waiting for you to discover it. Waiting to turn your ordinary day into a story the world will never forget. A 5-cent treasure worth $933,000. A true miracle of modern coin collecting. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more incredible coin discoveries, more shocking values, more stories of fortune hiding in plain sight. And remember, every coin you touch could be the next big one. Keep hunting, keep believing, and one day, maybe it will be your turn to strike gold. Today we are diving into one of the wildest and most unbelievable coin stories in circulation history. A simple 5-cent Jefferson nickel, minted in 1988 at the Philadelphia Mint, a coin that most people throw into jars, drop on car floors, or completely ignore, is now shaking the entire coin community with a mind-blowing value of $7,563,000. Yes, you heard that right. A circulation nickel that could turn an ordinary day into the day you become a millionaire overnight. So get ready. Because what I am about to share might change the way you look at every coin in your pocket forever. Listen carefully, watch closely, because the details that matter are the details that many collectors miss. And missing this one could cost you a life-changing fortune. Let's start from the beginning. The year is 1988. Millions of Jefferson nickels were minted across America. Most of them were ordinary, everyday coins. But within that massive production run at the Philadelphia Mint, something unexpected happened. Minting errors, striking anomalies, planchet defects, die issues, small imperfections that the average person will never notice, but the coin world treasures like hidden gold. And from one of those rare events, the legendary 1988 P. Lucky Jefferson nickel was born. Collectors call it lucky for a reason. This coin traveled through circulation for decades, passing from hand to hand, from drawer to drawer, from city to city, completely unnoticed. Imagine that a $7 million treasure sitting in a parking meter, sitting in someone's wallet, sitting in a grocery store cash register. Nobody knew. Nobody looked. Nobody cared. But everything changed the day a coin hunter decided to take a second look. Imagine opening a roll of nickels, expecting nothing more than face value change, and suddenly spotting a shine, a detail, a misalignment, a texture that stands out, that tiny. Difference could be the key to unlocking a millionaire future. Now let's talk about the features that make the lucky 1988 P nickel so special. First, the mint mark P placed just above Monticello on the reverse. Many coins have it, but on the lucky nickel the positioning is slightly shifted. The die used in production had a microscopic distortion, almost invisible without magnification. But that distortion creates a unique identity, almost like a fingerprint in O2 coins from that defective die look. The same. Collectors crave uniqueness, and rarity is everything. The fewer the survivors, the higher the value climbs. Then you look at the obverse. The portrait of Thomas Jefferson displays an abnormal doubling around the eye. The lips and the hairline. It is faint, but it is there. This doubling is what collectors call a die variety, the kind of detail that skyrockets prices in auctions and private sales. Even a slight doubling can turn a 5-cent coin into a $5,000 coin. But the 1988 P Lucky Nickel takes it 10 levels higher. Its doubling is connected to one of the rarest die stages ever recorded in modern nickel history. And then comes the biggest shock, the planchet. The Lucky Nickel wasn't struck on ordinary nickel metal. Due to a rare mint mix-up, it was struck on a transitional planchet, slightly off weight, slightly off composition, the kind of mint error that should never have happened, but somehow did. Coins like this are ultra rarities. The last time a comparable planchet mix-up happened, the coin sold for hundreds of thousands. But the 1988 P Lucky Nickel, with both planchet error and doubling combined, has reached a value never seen before in Jefferson nickel history. Now imagine this. You are walking home. You buy a drink. The cashier hands you your change. You don't look at the coins. You put them in your pocket. Days pass. You toss the change into a jar. Months pass. Years pass. One day you decide to search your coins. You reach inside that jar. You pull out an old nickel. You look at the date. It says 1988. That you see the P mark. You grab a magnifier. You look closer, and your heart starts racing because you see the doubling. You feel the weight difference. You see the alignment, and suddenly you are holding a coin that could make you a millionaire overnight. This is not just a coin story. This is a reminder that fortune hides in the smallest places. Sometimes luck isn't a lottery ticket. Sometimes luck is a tiny piece of metal that slipped through your fingers 1,000 times without you realizing its true power. Let's go even deeper. The current estimated market value of the lucky 1988 P Jefferson nickel has reached $7,563,000 in private collector evaluations. Dealers call it the crown jewel of modern nickel collecting. Auction houses whisper about it like a legend. Collectors hunt for it like a treasure. And the possibility that another one might still be out there keeps the excitement alive every single day. So, what should you look for? Take notes now. First, check the date. 1988 is not rare by itself, but pay attention to the thickness of the numbers. On the lucky nickel, the numbers have an extremely slight spread due to the doubling. Second, check the mint mark P. If it looks positioned differently compared to normal nickels, you might have something. Third, feel the weight if possible. The rare planchet version is slightly off from standard weight. The IT might feel just a touch lighter or heavier. Fourth, check Jefferson's eye. Collectors use the eye as the signature point. The doubling there is the defining mark. Fifth, inspect Monticello. Look closely at the steps. The rare coin shows signs of die deterioration, which creates texture differences in the building's lower steps. Every detail matters. Every detail counts. And every detail can be the difference between 5 cents and $7 million. Now imagine your reaction if you find it. Imagine the moment you realize that your life has changed forever. Imagine the story you will tell. Imagine the future it could build. This is why coin hunting is not just a hobby. It is a journey, a challenge, a mystery, a treasure hunt waiting for the right person to uncover the truth. Next time you get change from a store, don't ignore it. Next time you see a nickel on the ground, pick it up. Next time you open a roll of coins, search it carefully. The lucky 1988 P. Jefferson nickel could be anywhere. It could be in your pocket right now. It could be inside a drawer. It could be sitting silently in a jar waiting for the moment you discover it. And when you do, that 5-cent coin could turn into $7,563,000. That is how fast life can change. That is how powerful knowledge is. And that is how a simple nickel can turn someone into a millionaire overnight. Keep searching, keep learning, keep believing. Your lucky coin might be out there waiting for you. Today we are diving deep into one of the craziest, most unbelievable, most shocking stories in the entire world of coin collecting. A coin hiding in plain sight. A coin worth only 5 cents in your hand, but holding a secret value that can explode into life-changing money. I am talking about the legendary Lucky Jefferson nickel from the year 2000. A coin still circulating in everyday pockets, wallets, cash registers, and coin jars. A simple 5-cent piece that has shocked experts with its current market value reaching $9,763,000. Yes, you heard that right. A 5-cent coin that can flip your destiny overnight. Imagine checking your change and suddenly realizing that you are holding a fortune. Imagine that moment when your heart starts racing, your hands start shaking, and you understand that luck has finally chosen you. This is not a fantasy. This is not a joke. This is the real story of a modern nickel that has set the coin world on fire. And today, I am going to tell you every detail you need to know so you can find yours and maybe become the next overnight millionaire. So stay with me till the end, because what I am about to reveal can literally turn your life around. This is the incredible journey of the 2000 D. Jefferson nickel and why collectors are offering insane amounts of money for it right now. Let us start from the beginning. The year 2000. The Denver Mint was striking millions and millions of nickels for everyday use. But hidden among all those ordinary coins, a microscopic group came out with rare traits so shocking that they became targets for some of the most elite collectors in the world. These traits, these minting anomalies, these once-in-a-generation defects and strike conditions are exactly what push a regular coin into the category of treasure, and that is the magic behind the famous Lucky 2000 D nickel. Out of all the coins produced, only a tiny handful have the combination of features collectors crave. That could be a freak strike pressure, an unusual die rotation, a ghost-like doubling effect, a misaligned minting imprint, or surfaces that preserve their original luster in a way almost never seen. This is what transforms a forgotten 5-cent into a masterpiece worth millions. Let me paint the picture for you. Imagine someone empties their pockets at the end of the day. The coins roll across their table. They never notice anything. They never realize they dropped a diamond disguised as nickel. Maybe that coin travels through a vending machine, rides in a taxi, passes from one stranger to another, sleeps in a drawer for years, or sits at the bottom of a dusty jar. And then suddenly one day someone decides to actually look, to check, to inspect the year, the mint mark, the condition, and the discovery hits them like lightning. That is the story of the Lucky Jefferson nickel. That is how ordinary people have struck fortune without even expecting it. Let me tell you what you must look for. First, the date 2000 with the D mint mark under it. That is the gateway. But the real secrets are in the details. Look closely. Does the coin have a crisp strike that looks newer than it should? Does the text on Liberty or the year show a doubling shadow effect? Does the edge alignment seem slightly rotated? Does the portrait of Jefferson show unusual clarity or a boldness different from other nickels of that year? These are the clues that your coin might be one of the rare elite survivors that collectors are hunting right now. Next comes condition. The better the condition, the higher the price climbs. Money pours in like a waterfall when a rare coin is found in mint state. Collectors love perfection, and since almost all nickels get scratched and dented through circulation, finding a high-grade 2000D nickel feels like striking a gold mine. Now let us talk about the elephant in the room. The current market value. People cannot believe it, but the rarest of these coins have been evaluated and appraised at an unbelievable figure reaching $9,763,000. That means if you find one of the super rare varieties in top condition, you are literally holding a life-changing jackpot in your fingers. A single coin could erase debt, buy property, build a business, or completely transform your financial life forever. And the best part, this coin is not locked away in a museum. It is not sitting behind a glass case. It is still out there moving in circulation. It might be in your pocket right now. It might be in your kitchen jar. It might be inside a random bag of coins you forgot about. People throw away fortunes without even knowing. So here is what you should do. After watching this video, grab your change. Dig into your drawers. Open your old boxes. Search every coin that comes your way. Start with the year. Then check the mint mark. Then examine the details. That is how treasure hunters are winning big. Let me continue because the story is too good to stop. Many collectors today are complaining that they cannot find this coin anymore. They say it is too rare. They say the lucky examples have dried up. But the truth is different. The coin is still in circulation, but people simply are not checking. They are not looking carefully enough. You might find it where you least expect it. That is why videos like this are so important. One piece of information can lead someone to their million-dollar moment. Close your eyes for a second and just imagine. You are sitting at home sorting coins. You spot a 2000D. You take a closer look. The light hits the surface. Something looks special. You search online to compare images. Your heart beats faster. You realize you might have the rare one. You take it to an expert, and suddenly you hear the words that freeze your entire world. Congratulations. This nickel is incredibly valuable. That moment can change anyone's life. That is the power of rare coins. That is the magic of circulation finds. That is why millions of people are now searching their change. Because one lucky Jefferson nickel has already proven that even ordinary coins can carry extraordinary value. And my message to you is simple. Never underestimate the coins in your pocket. Never assume a small thing cannot hold massive power. The rare 2000D Jefferson nickel is the perfect example. A 5-cent coin becoming worth millions. A simple piece of metal turning someone into a millionaire overnight. So keep searching. Keep checking. Keep believing that luck can strike at any moment. Because the world of coins rewards those who stay curious and pay attention. If you find a 2000D nickel, do not ignore it. Do not spend it. Do not let it slip away. Examine it closely. You might be holding one of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. This is the story of the lucky Jefferson nickel from the year 2000D. A coin with a humble face, but a millionaire heart. A coin that might be waiting for you right now. And if you find it, your life may never be the same again.